I'm headed to LaGuardia to pick up Bear. He's my new board and train client. He's flying in from Alabama. I parked next to, in between two cabs. Both cab drivers were sitting there. Well, they're not cab drivers, but they're in like limos or whatever. It's a car service. Both are reading the Quran. That's one thing I never did when I was reading, or when I was driving a cab, was read anything. Just sat there, listened to the radio because I might get a call. I didn't like to sit at the airport. I'd rather drive around. Who wants to sit, you know, in line? I was miserable. I wouldn't do it. Maybe it was real late at night. I'd put in, if I was, you know, heading to the airport, I'd put in that I was going to the airport and maybe pick something up, but you never sit out here. You don't sit at an airport. Wait, I would have rather driven in the ghetto. Seriously. And I did a lot of that. Real rough areas. Whenever people would say, I don't know where I am, whenever they'd say it's round trip, I would know what they were doing. That meant that they were going to get crack. This was a long time ago. Well, I bet crack's still around, but round trip, and then they'd go in and smoke their crack, and then they'd come out and then they didn't have any money because they smoked it all in the crack house. I have no idea where I am. It's no shit. I know I'm in aisle 105, level 1. But I mean, oh, okay. I see. All right. I know where I am now. I'm not into flying on planes. I think about dying. Last time I did it, I was going to Tasho. And I remember texting my friend who's a dog trainer that was watching my animals, saying, if I die, take care of everybody. When I was getting the colonoscopy, right, man, I kept thinking I'm gonna die on the table and shit like that. I think about mortality a lot. Like, I don't know, I've always been like a morbid, even as a kid. I don't want to die, come on. It's fucking, what, nothing? It's nothing when you die. Seriously, it's nothing. There's nothing there. You can think whatever you want. You can read the Quran or whatever, the Bible, whatever. You don't know that there's anything, so that's what I'm saying. I'll tell you one thing that I know is probably unlike anything that humans can dream up. That's what I think happens when we die. It's nothing like this whole religion thing, like Christianity, whatever. It's all about like to make us feel more comfortable with the fact that we are mortal and we're gonna die. I don't want to go on a plane. The problem being not the flight, it's just like if there is a problem and you're going down, they don't give you a parachute. Nothing like that. Some hotties in here, that's for sure. I smell the perfume. I smell it. Looking for United. All right, here we go. Now I gotta go find the baggage office. I wish I liked to fly, but it really doesn't matter because I can't go anywhere. You know, what am I gonna put everybody on a plane? I don't get my vacation is right now, and then I'll go back to Beaver Dams, and then that's my vacation from New York City. Using the bathroom, I don't see any glory holes at all in here. Yeah, that's clearly a myth about glory holes in the bathrooms at LaGuardia. It's like a brand new bathrooms, man. There's no holes. But the rumor is that like this is true, that the men's bathroom and the women's bathroom are right next to each other. So, you know, maybe I didn't see the glory hole. Maybe I should go back in there and look. Sisters, twin sisters with blonde hair. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't think it is. There are a lot of hotties at the airport, that's for sure. But I look like Well, you know what I look like. I don't think the hotties flying in from wherever are going to be interested in the dog trainer with the Carhartt coat on. But then you never know. This friend of mine, she's been doing my taxes for years. She swears she loves guys with dirty hands. And I'm like, dirty hands? What are you talking about? She said she likes guys that work with their hands, like plumbers. I think she told me a story about a plumber, come over and fix my sink. Not Ginian, no. Ginian does not like dirty hands, I don't think. I don't think so. She never said that. She did tell me that she dated some guy that had a NASCAR hat or something. Some crazy story that was funny. Like if you knew Ginian, like I could see her doing it though. Everybody has like that time in their life when you're like you date somebody that's sort of like doesn't make sense, but you're like attracted to, like they're nice to you. I think that's how she described it. Like, well, it was nice to me and I was weak, something like that. Sort of like, I think she said he was attractive, like a good enough looking guy. But check out who it is. It's little Barry. Put my fingers in there. He's not biting my fingers off or nothing. Told you, like Tonka. That's what I think. We're going. Check it out. Barry's just kicking back in there. Now I got to push him out of here because they don't want you to take him off out of the kennel until you're outside. It's no big deal. He's totally chill. We're getting good boy, Bear. Yeah, his legs are crossed. He's fine. I mean, he don't know me from Jack, and I'm pulling this crate behind us, and he's not all barn sour. It's just going to be a good board and train. Bear, you're a good boy, dude. And he doesn't know me. Like, I'm dragging this thing behind us. He's like, relatively calm. It'd be calmer if I wasn't dragging a crate behind us, but he's staying with me. The idiot's wagging his tail. I told you, he's like Tonka. He don't give a shit. Bear, you're a good boy. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's a dog. Dogs are idiots. That's why I love them. They're great. This dog's awesome. Damn dog acts like he's known me his whole life. I swear to God. I swear to God. Oh, this is not going to be a tough board and train. I don't think I'm getting bit teaching him hold. That's for sure. He already retrieves. He's just not doing it right. Oh, he's awesome. Now, one thing's for sure is he might whine and cry for his mommy, but he's not whining or crying for me. He's awesome. He is really awesome. I was dragging the crate behind. He's just like, whatever. He acts like he's known me forever. Seriously, it's a great dog. This could be a great job.
Caesar, Caesar, where are you, my poor little besito? Andale, andale. Caesar, where's my little matador? Caesar.
Mama, here I am, Mama.
Where have you been, my little Caesar?
I was jerking it.
I told you to never play with that perro. It's filthy.
No, Mom, I said I was jerking it.
Oh, you mean masturbating.
Duh, Mom. Everybody knows that. Pulling the pud, flogging the dolphin.
Oh, don't do that, my little tamale.
Why not? Dad does it.
Caesar, you pay your dad never no mind. He's a bum. Do you know what your father's doing right now?
Jerking it?
No, Caesar, he's drinking cerveza in the backyard like he always is. Your dad can't do anything right.
That's not true.
Okay, little smart guy, what can your father do?
He can jerk it?
That's all he can do. He doesn't work. He just keeps drinking cerveza and talking about how one day he will go to the U.S. and become a famous baseball player. All he does is siesta. I spend all day on the highway selling agua, and he just talks about how one day we will be rich. He's a bum.
We will be rich one day, Mama.
Oh, Caesar, you really can't think your dad will be a great baseball player, do you?
No, Mama. Dad is over 50, so his life is over. Dad won't make a lot of money, but I will.
Now, how will you make all this dinero, little Caesar? Will you grow up and be a famous matador like your grandfather?
No, Mama. I will go to America and become a famous dog trainer and sell wee-wee pads to unsuspecting douchebag Americans.
Oh, Caesar, a dog trainer? That's ridiculous. Don't let your deadbeat father fill your head with nonsense. Have you seen your sister today?
Yes, I saw Blanco. She was with her boyfriend Juan. They were doing stuff, Mom. It was gross. Mom, please don't make me take her with me. It's embarrassing walking around the village with her. Everyone stares and calls her names. Everybody calls her half and half.
Caesar, half and half equals whole. You pay them never no mind. You two go down to the market and sell gum. I will go to the highway and sell bottles of agua while your father drinks all our hard-earned money away. Now go find Margarita. I must go now. Someone like to buy my agua, agua, agua.
Oh, man, I feel like shit. Oh, my head is spinning. I'm gonna get sick. Caesar, Caesar. Here, my boy, help your father.
No way, Papa. You're all wasted again.
Don't sass your daddy, son. Get over here. Burp.
Dad, I have to go to work and sell gum with Margarita. I don't know why I have to take her with me. She sucks. Dad, she's way uncool. She tells me I can't be a dog trainer in America. Screw her.
Caesar, she's your sister. That means you must get along with her. Anything you want to be, don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to your sister and your mother. You could be whatever you want to be, son.
If I can, how come you can't?
Listen, son. I will be a great baseball player one day, and you're going to be a great dog trainer. You'll be so famous, you'll be training George Steinbrenner's dog. Don't listen to your mother. She's a dream killer. She kills everyone's dreams.
No shit, Pops. Okay, Dad. I'm gonna go find my slut sister and sell some gum.
You do that, son. You follow your dreams. Pick me up some cerveza on the way home.
Whatever, Dad. Later, Pops.
You hear me, son? Pick me up some cerveza and some smoke, son.
Yeah, I heard you. Whatever. Later.
Don't sass your father, son.
Hey, whore. What are you doing, giving blowjobs to truckers?
Fuck you, you little asshole. You're never gonna be a dog trainer, you little piece of shit.
We need to go sell gum at the market.
Fuck you, Mr. Dog Trainer Caesar. You go do it. I don't want to do it. I got things to do.
I'm telling Mom what I saw you and Juan doing this morning.
I'll go. Maybe I'll run into Juan at the market. Or maybe I'll get a new boyfriend there. Fuck.
Whatever, whore. Will this one be older than Juan? Because Mom doesn't know that Juan is 36.
You, let's go, asshole. But I'm spending some of the gum money on me.
Oh my, I must avert my eyes.
Hey, let's party, guys. Go without me, Caesar, you little jerk-off. I found some new friends.
This is Bear. He's pretty mellow. I don't see too many problems here. Just some real common things, like if we're walking, he'll lunge out, to somebody that's, walking close. It isn't aggressive. It's aggressive like that person's gonna play with me. It's friendly, but it's still like, it's obnoxious. Bear. It's obnoxious. You'd see he wants me to like wrestle with him or something. See what he's doing? He's like trying to like dominate me. He's friendly. It's like Tonka. This is what I saw in the video. Like he's like Tonka, and then he's friendly, but he's a very dominant type of dog. So like if he wants to play with you, he'll try and bully you into playing with him. I saw him doing this with his mom. I saw him like he had a ball in his mouth and he was growling at his mommy. He was growling. He's very nice, a friendly guy. What else? Most of the stuff I saw with his mom, like she sent me a video. and he was in a crate in a car and he wanted out. So if you put your dog in a crate and your dog whines or barks and you let him out, you're training them to, you know, not be in the crate and to get their way. So he's just a little spoiled. I think his mommy spoils him a little bit. Sent him to Camp Peter. See how his tail's up and he's just, oh look, there's somebody, I get to like play with them. So that's another thing. Don't let strangers pet your dog. There's no need for this. Don't let your neighbors do this. Don't walk your dog up to people and let your dog start being petted by somebody. That's training the dog to be excited, because your dog is going to be excited and then they're petting the dog. So they're conditioning the dog to be excited. So he's real excited around people. So he needs to learn, hey, he needs to learn how to behave around strangers. He's already will do like a rudimentary retrieve, and then if I throw something, he's going to want to go get it. He just doesn't do it right. And he shouldn't be bullying anybody into doing retrieves. Bear, he told me his name is, his full name, Bear short for Bearington. That's what he said, his name is Bearington. Right, Bear? He's ignoring me. He's looking for somebody to screw with. But he isn't like, he'll start barking. Hi. He isn't like he'll start barking at people. He just wants to like lunge out and get petted. Not a mean guy. It's not a mean guy, are you? Southern though. He's Southern. Let's see what he has to. I think he wants to tell us something. Bear, do you have anything you want to tell us?
Trump's going to jail, dude. He's going to jail.
That sounds sort of country or something. That's not Southern.
It's Southern, Caine. It's Southern. I'm a Southern rocker. Trump's going to jail.
He's saying the President of the United States is going to jail. I'd never say anything like that. I'm respectful, Bear. I'm very respectful. No, Bear's right. He could end up in jail. He could. Southern District of New York, money laundering, anything. Hello. No, Bear. No. Sit. She's just obnoxious. He's obnoxious around people. No, sit. So, basically what we got to do is get this guy trained proper, get him listening to me, and then bring him back around people. We'll take him to wherever. Home Depot, Walmart. So, he doesn't have any training with me. He barely even knows me. He did he's been acting like he's known me forever. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like he thinks he's sort of like, he's the shit. I think mommy's told him a couple things that are incorrect. Mommy? A lot of mommies do that. For sure.
My mommy's awesome, Caine.
See if he likes music. I bet he does. Hey Bear, do you like music?
Yeah, I only like Southern rock, Caine. Southern rock. Skinner. Devil went down to Georgia. He's looking for a soul to steal. He's in a bind. He's way behind. He's looking to make a deal. Came across this boy Bear.
He's a terrible singer. Like Southern rock? I bet he likes Charlie Daniels too. I'm not gonna even ask him about it. See how he's just like looking for somebody to pounce on. He's good around a kid. I saw him around I don't know how old that kid is. He's pretty young. 3? I don't know, 4? I don't know. Kid could be 5. I have no idea. See how his tail's wagging because he's seen people, strangers. He's seen strangers. His tail is wagging. Never let strangers pet your dog. You're conditioning the dog to be excited and to be a jerk around strangers. That is not socializing your dog. When you socialize the young dog, the young puppy, you should have them around people, but they need to behave. And that doesn't have anything to do with strangers petting your dog. Don't do that. Don't let a stranger pet your dog. That's not socializing your dog, okay? He's a douche, but he's super likable. He is. And he's a douche because he's a dog. He is. All dogs are douchebags.
Caine. Don't be calling me a douche. You're the douche.
He is very friendly. See? It's cool, right? It's a cool dog. Bear is a poodle mix, meaning one of the dogs was a poodle, the other dog was a poodle mix and was a combination of, I think, poodle Ausie Shepherd. I think a shepherd, not a cattle dog. He acts more like a shepherd. Reminds me a little of Finn. This dog, my guess, is going to excel at retrieving and casting. That's what I think. Like, he'll be able to cast real good, but he'll also stop lunging at people. This is bullshit. I don't need this. The dog just needs to behave. That's it. Don't let strangers pet your dog. And if your dog is doing this, tell the dog no and make sure your timing's right. And if the dog keeps doing it, you're not using a high enough pressure to get the dog to quit. You need to get the dog to quit. And if you can't do it, you need to find somebody that can do it. Get the dog to stop doing it, and then you swoop in and start dealing with your dog different. But if just say no isn't enough. That's like just barking at the dog. If the dog is still doing these behaviors, your pressure is not high enough, or your timing is off, you're doing it wrong. It's basically what I'm saying is you're doing it wrong. Get some help. Because this could be a problem. It could be a problem. Like, let's say Bear. Bear is standing there. Here comes somebody walking by. He starts getting excited. He will. See, he's starting to get... Not as bad because he knows I'm not fucking around. But say you have a dog that does this, and then they lunge out and knock somebody over and they break their hip. Or the dog lunges out, knocks over a kid, hurts a kid. And the other thing is, this is true, that Bear is 1 year old, okay? Dogs do a series of things before they do the ultimately worst thing, which is bite someone. They bark, they lunge, and then they bite. He's lunging. So at 1 year old, he hasn't bit anybody, right? But to a dog, that's just normal dog behavior. So by him lunging, his chances are greatly increased for biting someone. So no strangers should ever pet your dog, okay? And if you're getting your dog trained, definitely never let strangers pet your dog, or you're wasting your money. You don't let strangers pet your dog. And if your dog responds like this, it is a really, really negative thing that the dog will get so excited around people and lunge out. Like, it's okay. It's not okay. It is not okay. And having a dog that does that, your dog really is in a lot of danger. I mean, think about it. The dog doesn't even have to bite. It could just knock somebody over and them get hurt. Okay? So stop thinking that, oh, it's okay, the dog's just lunging, or the dog's just playful. Yeah, he is. He is just playful at this point. It's just play. He's just being playful. But if you don't stop these behaviors, they increase, they get worse. They do, they get worse. And never take your dog on a dog run. Never take the young dog on a dog run. Your dog needs to have manners around humans, because it's a human world. It's not Empire of the Dogs, okay? This is a human world. And they need to have manners around dogs. So the same is true for being around dogs. It's like he needs to behave around dogs too. He can't just be lunging out and having a good time. You know, if your dog wants you to throw a ball and it's bullying you into throwing the ball, do not throw the ball. Okay? I hope this makes sense to everybody. Watch how you're training your dog to do bad things by either not responding, that's a big one, or letting people interact with your dog inappropriately. It's a huge one. Unearned affection, Do not do that with your dog. And every little bit, you do not understand. Everything counts. It's not like, oh, okay, well, I let most people not interact with my dog, or it's like I don't like let most people pet my dog, or most children pet my dog. You don't let any. It's like giving people food. I hear this all the time from people, and Barry, it's not on people food, okay? But I hear it from people all the time. They say, "Oh, I only give some table scraps. I don't do it all the time." As if that makes a difference to your dog. Don't ever do that. Look at your dog. Look at your dog when you eat. Does your dog sit by you and look at the food and like track the food? Maybe your dog sits there staring, drooling. That's a catatonic state. You're conditioning that into your dog. You're conditioning your dog to be excited around food so much that it turns into a fucking zombie. Don't ever give your dog people food, and don't get sucked into this stupidity that people have. Like, I only give people food sometimes, or I only let the dog lick the plate. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing. Do not ever. Oh, I just realized. Yes, he has been to some trainers. The first one that he went to was a purely positive trainer that told his mother not to say no. Big mistake. Well, not for her. She knew it was bullshit and got out of there. I think that, well, the second, here, Barry, come here. The second person that I think Bear saw use food also, of course. It doesn't help. It conditions the dog to do stupid shit. Look at how he's leaning on me. Did you see how he was leaning on me? Sort of reminds me of something Tonka would try and pull. They're being dominant when they're doing that. Look at this. He's over me. He's like restricting my movement. I think I saw him doing that too in a video. That Bear might rest his head on his mom or something like that. Maybe with the ball in his mouth and growl a little bit. I mean, not all. She knows. His mom's smart. This is a smart woman. She knows. She's like, yeah, I throw the ball, and then if I don't want to throw it, then he like growls at me to throw it. And the point being is that he is cute. So there's nothing cuter than a growling dog. We have the Joe Biden of the dog world. Not that he's like that. He's like Joe Biden. He's just like friendly. He would never hump anybody's leg. He told me. He told me this. He said, I've never done anything like that, nor would I. I'm just friendly. Like Joe Biden. It's just friendly. See? He's just friendly. He's got that southern charm. Look at him. He's charming. Somebody's walking this way. If we're walking within 3 feet, he sort of lunges out in a playful manner. Does your dog do that? Don't let him do that. That's super bad. It is. It's real bad. He's a quick learner. He is. He's a quick learner. Most dogs are like this. Like, he's not doing it right now. He's not doing that right now because I've walked him 2 times. He hadn't been here that long. I walked him, fell asleep, and then I got up earlier with... this is like the 3rd time I've had him out. So right away, the first thing that I do when a dog comes is I start telling it, no, here, heel. And just sort of pushing it around. Sit. Using attrition at times. Sort of bullying the dog into, no, do it my way, heel. So what I'll also do is, like, he has to heel. And I'll make him be real tight. And if he pops out a heel, I'll give him a correction. Sit. He's totally friendly. He's so friendly, it's a problem. Because the friendly dog can turn into the aggressive dog. But at this point, he's just basically the Joe Biden of the dog world. Yeah, he's not lunging out anymore. Dogs will do that too when they're super excited. Like the more excitement the dog has, that'll happen. And dogs just get conditioned to keep doing it. Here, there's a pigeon over here. He's living around them. He needs to behave around them. Sit. It's pretty good, Bear. Sit. Heel. Come on, buddy. No, spin this way. There you go. It's a dog. Heel. No, heel. Come on, no, heel. Come on. No, heel. It's my neighbor's dog. They don't need to interact. They don't. That is not what needs to happen. No, here. No. There's nothing worse than seeing the two owners with the dogs, and the dogs are circling around, and the leashes are dragging on the ground. Dogs are getting super excited. You know, you gotta drop the leashes or else they're gonna get tangled. It's the worst. That's what I'm pretty sure my neighbor was gonna do that. I don't want to do that with any dog, and either should you. Heel. So see, just from this point on, it doesn't matter. Don't be excited. That's what I'm saying to him. Don't be excited. There's no excitement. That's not the desired behavior. So he gets positive reinforcement when he's calm, not being a dick. You know, I'm not throwing the ball unless the dog's sitting and calm. He's gonna be great. Watch this dog retrieve. That's my guess. He'll go get something. He's just doing it wrong. He'll love this. He's gonna love this. Sit. You're a good boy. Cars come with so many things now, but they're missing one thing, and this is my suggestion to the car companies. What it is, it's a device underneath the dashboard so that when you have to take a leak, it just comes out. Maybe you could invent it so it like unzips your pants. I know what this sounds like, but no, not that. To take a leak. It's a good idea, right? We'll make one for the ladies, I guess. Sure, why not? Come on, we're sending somebody to the moon, but I have to stop at a gas station? I would never pee in a bottle. No way. It's disgusting. There's a Hispanic dude here. He's got a nice outfit on. It's like a white shirt and a cowboy hat. I'm selling water, Gatorade, and those half-peeled oranges. I don't know what that is fucking about, but I don't want anybody half-peeling my orange. If I'm gonna have an orange, I want it either not peeled, and I'll peel it myself, or it should be peeled. What is that? They leave the rind on? What is that? What's the purpose of that? A bag of oranges that are half-peeled. I'm gonna have to buy a bag of those just to find out what the deal is. I do not get it. This is New York City, so I guess it's okay for him to sell oranges, but some other town, you know, Donald Trump does not want somebody selling oranges, of all things. It's outrageous. That's what he thinks. He thinks it's outrageous. They're coming to our country to sell oranges and shit. You know, they can't do that. But cannoli right now, it just sounds great. If there was, you know, some cannolis in here, I would eat them. But I gave up sugar so I could be miserable. And, you know, it's real difficult. I had a very small amount of sugar in like 90% cocoa chocolate. That's it. That's all I eat. Most people don't really understand what a clicker is and what it's used for, so I'm going to explain it real quick. A clicker is a marker for telling your dog it's doing the right thing or it's in the right position. It's the same thing, listen up, as saying good or good boy. That's all it is. It's a mechanical device so that you could say good or yes. That's all it is. It's the stupidest waste of time. And generally, when I see people using them, they're way off on their timing. That's all it is. The food trainers sell these to people. Like they sell the idea of the clicker, and we can clicker train your dog. Like that's gonna make it go well. They load the clicker up, okay, just so that you know they call it loading by clicking it and giving the dog food just constantly. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Just tell your dog it's good. You know, like that. Hey, Tonka, here. Sit. Good. Get out of here, Tonka. Do you understand? It's right when the dog is in the position that you need to say good. Your positive and negative reinforcement all happens in 1.3 seconds. So if you're using the stupid clicker, make sure that it's right when the action is happening. The problem being, too, is the clicker has been used to load it with the food. Do you understand? You understand what the problem is? So the sound of the click, it associates to the dog in an excited way. So they hear the click. So the clicker dogs are terrible, okay? You want to train your dog, don't use food as positive reinforcement. You can just say, good boy. And if that excites the dog too much, just say good. It's just to tell the dog it's doing the proper thing and it's in the proper position. A clicker is ridiculous. That takes up your hand too. You need to use your hand, but you can't because you have the stupid clicker in it. Do you understand what clicker training is now? It's stupid. It's food training, 1, and 2, you're using a device to tell the dog good or good boy. You shouldn't listen to these people. They're just taking your money. They're telling you what you want to hear. They're coming again. They'll come tonight. They come every night.